Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to this evening's preview of this weekend's NERL Cup final. I'm Andy Robson and joining me this evening to have a look at Saturday's game are Cramlington Rockets head coach Jordan Robinson and captain Tom Shortle, and from Wallsend Eagles, Adam Hay and Nathan Newbound. Gents, how are we all?
Spot on.
Yeah, good, thank you, mate.
So, big game on Saturday. Tell what the journey's been to get us there from both clubs. Let's start with the Rockets. Jordan, Tom, how have you got here?
Oh, Andy, I'll start. Yeah, mate, it's just I suppose the cup one. There's not too many teams in the northeast anyway. So like you only got to win a couple of games and you're there. But it's probably further back than the cup. It's the league. I think we started the season really strong, and it's just built on game by game. So had a decent cup run, and yeah, it's not been a bad start. Tom.
Yeah, just going from our league form really. We started off really like an house on fire. Like with all lads coming down from uni and stuff. It's been really good and positive. We're from all the lads and a good camaraderie between the team.
And Adam and Nathan from the Eagles side, how's it been?
Yeah, I'll start, mate. Ours has been a bit different. So we had a complete rebuild this year. Like a lot of new young lads, and it's been good. It's just been a slow burn, and I think eventually now it's good momentum. So with Edinburgh in the semi-final, that was a tough game. We had Jarrow, and we're just slowly building. So I think we're picking up now, and it's going to be quite an exciting final for us. Nath?
Yeah, I think it's been a great season so far. The lads have said before that the standard that the league and the cup is this year it's another level. Yeah, when we played Jarrow and Edinburgh, some of the hardest games that I've had to play in this year, and it's just been great to build onto that, and then to hopefully get some revenge on Crammy on the weekend.
So what's been the toughest test so far? If you had to pick one out, what's been the biggest challenge that you've faced to date? And we'll start with you guys there.
Yeah, I'd say as toughest game would have been the Edinburgh game that we brought. They brought a massive pack down, and it was going all the way to the end. It was back and forth, just a good arm wrestle, and we managed to pull it out of the bag towards the end of the game, the last minute sort of stuff. So yeah, it was great.
Edinburgh one was a good one. I think Jarrow was a bit of a lesson as well. We just got beat off 2 points by Jarrow at the weekend. Last play got held up over the line, but they brought about 6 Storm lads. So it was a good standard for us, like good league standard, and actually seeing these lads, and we got to face them, it gives us a bit of confidence as well, I would say.
How does that work in terms of preparing you for this weekend? Sort of what do you take from that game going into Saturday?
From my point of view, it's easier to coach. It's easier to coach a loss than a win, isn't it? Always going to be the same. So lads are going to get quite a bit of confidence off that. We've got a pretty different squad as well, so we just get a bit of confidence off that and try and go from that game. And look at our game from Krabby. I think we've got a bit of fighting us to try and get a revenge on Krabby and a good little win against them.
And Tom and Jordan, same question to you guys. What's been the toughest match for the Rockets up to this point?
I'll go. Probably the Wallsend game when we last played them was probably our toughest test to date. Probably one of the games where it's been quite close for us boys. It was a good arm wrestle towards the end, and then gladly we came away with the win just in the end.
Yeah, definitely. I'd agree with Tom. Wallsend, it's always a tough game. It has been for years. I think we've had some great tussles over the last probably 2-3 seasons. We've got a very young squad. It's been building now. A lot of homegrown players that have come through the sort of junior ranks at Cramlington now, with a sort of smattering of some uni students that have been around the club for a couple of seasons. It's it's been a bit of a slow burner, and we knew something was coming, and we copped some hidings up from Wallsend over the last 4 or 5 seasons, but it was just a building process, and probably something similar to what Wallsend are going through now, of getting them kids coming through and having that junior setup in place now with the Centurions lads. That'll benefit them, their club, and it's the same with our guys. We had, for most games, we've had sort of 70-80% of the squad of players that have been playing at Crammy since they're sort of like 9-10-year-olds. So they know the systems, they know how to play rugby league. And I think in this North East Rugby League, if you know how to play rugby league, it's just like that you get the advantage over other teams. You get a lot of union teams that be physical, but as soon as you start bringing a bit of rugby league now, around the ruck area, smartening up like that, it makes all the difference. So we know Wallsend's a tough battle, but we've got many tough games to come. We haven't played Jarrow yet. We've got them the week after, and that's going to be seeing them play on Saturday. That's certainly going to be a massive test.
Okay, so to Tom, Nathan, and Adam, what's it like sort of playing in a fixture like this? What's the anticipation like? Sort of with it being a final, is there more nerves, or is it something that you deal with and just put out the back of your mind?
Yeah, I'll go first. Yeah, it's I think personally I just take it as any other game. There's obviously that factor of revenge that we want from Crammy, but as they are, we owe them. It's just another game. Just take the mentality of preparation, doing well. We've got a team run on Friday, and then sort of like a team ethos sort of meal, and just bring it, calm yourself down, and hopefully push forward onto the win.
Yeah, I don't think from Wallsend's point of view, I don't think we can kind of try and fight away the fact that it is a final. I think we should thrive on that. That's kind of the only motivation you need is this final. And really, we've faced all those tests all season. We played Crammy already. It was a really good game. Lads should be looking forward to that, really.
With some lads at Crammy team, I won't say there's much nerves, but it's probably because some lads have been there in big games before with uni games and uni finals and stuff, so not as much nerves. But like the camaraderie in the chat in the group chat is everyone seems really up for it and ready for Saturday.
So I think we are actually able to have a look at the squads that are going to line up on Saturday. So if we have a quick look at that, and if anyone watching wants to pop their score predictions for Saturday in the comments, we'll have a look at them and see what the thoughts are. So let's start with having a look at Wallsend Eagles. And Adam, talk through your lineup.
So it's a pretty exciting one. We've had a few issues this week, but people like Kai Downey, who used to be our team captain for a long time, so this is going to be his first game back this season. So it's pretty exciting seeing Kai back. And like we've mentioned before, we've got a lot of young lads. So Nathan, Tyler Walton's been involved in like Rochdale playing League One this season. And there's a lot of lads who've just played Union this year, and then they came back into the league and they've actually really enjoyed it. So it's a mix between youth and a few old heads like Jimmy Baldwin. Kyle, like we mentioned, Danny Simpson's been there for a long time. Damo, it'll be exciting. It's a good little mix.
Okay, Jordan, Tom, from what you've seen of them, who is the main threats that you're looking at from the Eagles?
Andy, I think they've got threats all over the park. They've got a lot of pace, on the edges. They've got some pretty good structure. And when you look at, again, like Nathan's on the call, he's always a handful. Hopefully the ref will be checking he's on side, because apparently I didn't do that on Saturday. But no, like you said, Jimmy Baldwin, it's bags of experience, and that'll count in big games. It doesn't really matter about previous score lines in cup finals. They're going to be close games regardless. So, they're a quality team, and they've got problems all over the park.
Okay, and let's have a look at the Rockets. And Jordan, if you want to talk us through this.
Yeah. So it's been pretty. To be honest, it's been an absolute nightmare this week, because we've got like 36 players available. So we've named a 23-man squad with a few fitness checks to take place before the game. We've got a couple of question marks on some individuals. So the squad's been pretty settled for the last few weeks. Sort of, like I say, with a solid back line. Joe Caplis is, he's been quality for us at full back. We've got a lot of threats on the edge with Fraser, Jake, Woods, and then again you've got Kai Ellis in the middle playing a bit of a different role to what he's been playing the last couple of weeks. He's going into a hooker role where he's been playing sort of 13, but the kid, he's an absolute machine. He makes about 50 tackles a game. So that goes a long way, and then we've got a lot of strength all over the park really. But it's there's a few days to come till Saturday, so that could change in the climate we're living in at the minute. I'm just half expecting a phone call to say someone else is isolating and he can't play and stuff. So I'm not counting my chickens yet.
And Adam and Nathan, from what you've seen there, any headline grabbers for you?
In general, Crammy are always just a very athletic team. They've got a lot of lads that came through the age group, so like Mark Roberts, Lewis, all those lads will just go all day for you. So it's always going to be a tough game when we play them because they're all athletic lads and they all know the game really well, which is a big thing in this league if you know the game well.
Yeah, I think as well the fact that they've got the cohesion from a lot of the boys play at uni together as well. So just having that time together and all, they'll just bond together and they'll definitely ramp it up. They'll have that fire in the belly to put one on us. So and they'll be used to the big games, as you say. That Northumbria Uni Rugby League normally dominate the league, and they have done for the past few years. So they'll be used to these big games.
Okay. Waiting for some score predictions to come in from those watching. So let's put it to the two coaches. Obviously, you're going to be backing your own men. So what do you think?
I think it'll be Golden Point, I reckon. 1-0 win the Eagles. So 31-30, I'm going. Golden Point.
Well, Adam, the poor Scottish lad, he needs some fun. So, But no, look, it's not. Again, I'm just expecting a close game. I think score it could go either way. Like it really is. It's a completely different game than we played them last time. The CLV's pitch is 50 meters wide, and the pitch at Kingston Park 69 meters wide. So it's a different. There's more space. It's hard to say who would favour. But it's a 3G pitch, so you get a good fast flowing brand of rugby on there. So looking forward to it, but again, it'll not be. I don't think there'll be more than a score in it. Have you lads,
the players that are here, have you played on Kingston Park before? And what's it like compared to what you used to with the usual games in the community leagues?
Yeah, I've played on it a few times with uni and that and stuff. It's quite a fast, bouncy pitch. You get a lot of pace on it, and hopefully we'll get hopefully to get a bit of joy out wide with some of the fast lads on the edges.
Yeah, I've played in it a few times. It's definitely makes me look a lot faster than I am when you're running on that pitch. It's unbelievable, and you definitely feel the hits on the floor. It's just one of those normal, casual 3G pitches that and all the games flow the same. So it's definitely gonna be quick, and with us young athletic lads, like it's gonna favour us to do well.
Okay, well, I think that covers pretty much it, other than to say to everybody watching, if they want to come down and see the final, it's at Kingston Park, 5:30 kickoff on Saturday evening. Free entry, so just come down and take your space in the stands and stand by for what should be a thrilling afternoon. It's not the only game there though this weekend. We've also got Thunder taking on Dewsbury Rams on Sunday. Thunder 3 from 4 in the recent fixtures, taking a hard-fought 26-28 victory against York last time out. So tickets still available for that up until midnight on Saturday, and it's also live streamed via the RFL's Our League app. Prices for that are $4.95 up until midnight on Saturday, and then £10 on the day. So a couple of options there for how you want to watch Thunder this weekend. Gents, I think that's brilliant. Thank you very much for your time and for giving us an insight into Saturday. And I think it just remains to say best of luck and may the best men win.
Cheers, Andy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.